Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inspire Me Garden. Before we get started, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and like this video. And so in this video, we are going to plant a loquat tree. And it's hard work here. Hard work. Hard work. So here we are planting a tree for the first time. Okay, so my husband, as you can see, he's busy working so hard to dig this hole. He said he is not going to pay somebody $200 to come out here and dig a hole. He's going to do it. And so what a blessing that on this particular time, the day before, it had rained, so the soil is very soft. It just made it easier for him to dig, and he was so excited. He was so excited planting this tree, and he came straight home and still has his badge on, and he was like, no, we got to plant this tree. So here I am too, helping him out. We work as a team in this garden, and so we are excited because we love the loquat tree. Loquat tree is a tree that is very, very good, and it's a tree that bears fruit. It's a fruit-bearing tree, and the fruit is amazing. The loquat tree is a fascinating fruit-bearing tree that originates from China. And so here we are trying to figure out what we're going to do with this soil, because this soil we cannot use. This is the soil that is used to stabilize the ground before houses are built on top of, or before a foundation is put on. So this type of soil is not good for the garden. So we are really trying to figure out a place where we can put it, or we're going to have to dump it out. Unfortunately, we can't use this type of soil in our garden. But the trees, once we put it in the ground, it's able to grow, and that's why we had to dig the hole there. And when planting a tree, we learned that you have to make sure that you dig, but not too deep, because you want to be able to have the roots to receive water when you're watering the tree. So now my husband, he just poured some gardening soil. It's important to add some gardening soil to allow the roots to be able to adjust to the new environment, because you're just moving it from the container to the ground. So we're not experts in planting trees. This is something that we are doing ourselves, and we want to share with you guys the process, and maybe one day you'll get inspired and actually plant your own tree and save some money. So once we put the gardening soil, we go ahead and pour some cow manure. It's very important to have a very fertile soil. And so adding the cow manure, the gardening soil, and some fertilizer will help this tree adjust to the new environment, and it'll be a lot happier. We are still working on trying to figure out what type of fertilizer for the trees and what fertilizer we can add onto the tree to be able to produce really good fruits. And so I just added some more fertilizer. We're just doing things. We're just going with the flow. So here I am pouring some fertilizer that I bought, that I usually put in my vegetables. So I was like, why not? Let me just go ahead and put it. And it's also a fruiting fertilizer. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a try. Then you want to water. Water is very important. So you want to make sure you add water into the soil, because this tree is going to need plenty of water, because it has very large roots. So as my hubby is trying to beat up on this tree because we're trying to figure out what is the best way to get it out of the container. And so he is working up on this, trying to figure this out as I am taking care of baby. So the LOQUAT tree is a fascinating fruit-bearing tree that originates from China, but has since spread across many parts of the world, particularly in subtropical and mild temperature regions. It's known for its glossy, dark green leaves. The LOQUAT tree is not only a beautiful ornamental plant, but also a source of delicious fruit. The LOQUAT tree is small, typically yellow or orange when ripe, and has a tangy, sweet taste. Its flavor is a unique blend of apricot, peach, and citrus, making it a popular snack and sought-after ingredient in jams, jellies, and sauces. LOQUAT trees are relatively hard, able to tolerate drought and mild frost, but they thrive best in well-drained soil with plenty of sunlight. So I think this tree right here was a good option because sometimes here in the southern states we get a freeze, and so because of the freeze, we didn't want to buy a tree that's going to die, you know. So the fact that it actually tolerates mild frost is a good thing. They grow to about 15 feet tall. I can only imagine, like, this tree is gonna be massive. Massive. So here, as you can see, we're really looking to see if we damaged the tree or not. Like, the tree already had some fruits coming along, and so because we laid it down, and you know, we probably lost a couple of fruits, you know. And that's something that we've learned, like, be careful if you have a fruit tree, and when you lay it down, be careful so you don't do some damage. And also, once you remove it out of the container, you want to be able to break down the roots. You have to separate these roots. When they grow in these containers, the roots go in a circular motion, round and round and round. But you don't want to just take it out of the container and place it in the hole. You actually want to remove it, and you want to break down the roots. And so you're not damaging the tree, you're actually helping the tree, because you want these roots to be loose and to be able to connect with the ground. So that is exactly what we are doing here. So as I am breaking down the roots, we are going to continue talking about the LOQUAT. So it's not all about the taste or anything about this tree. It's also rich in vitamin A, C, and antioxidants, and it's very good in your dietary fiber. The leaves and seeds of the LOQUAT tree have traditional medicinal uses in various cultures, often for their soothing properties for cough, respiratory issues. Why you do like that? What do you mean? I'm on a beba. Let me show you. I know. Where should they have stayed? Push. More like the rest of this.
Yeah, put it. Because I have to lift it up. What's the main part for you? that side. You know what I mean? No, that's why I was putting my hand. Kneel down and release them.
So the local tree itself has somewhat slow growth rate, but can live for several years, making it a lasting addition to any garden. In addition to its practical benefits, the local tree has a touch of charm, often associated with resilience and the beauty of nature. So it's very beautiful, it's very nice. And when does it bear fruits? This is a very interesting and very good to know that it bears fruit in late spring to early summer. So right now we're planting it during spring and we're hoping to see some fruits during early summer, but I doubt it because it actually we saw some of the fruits and we don't think it's going to be any more fruits because we don't see any flower production yet. And so, and it says that it usually takes about 90 to 120 days after flowering to reach the full ripeness. So we shall see. Okay, we shall see, because I think we will just let this one out this year, you know, pass. So we're working here. We're trying to put the soil together. As you can see, we have to put this soil, add more soil to it all the way, and you can see the hole. You see how we left some part of the tree up on the ground? That is very important. You make sure you don't dig your hole too deep. And so, yeah, that is all. We have successfully put the tree in the hole. I am so excited. And so we ran out of the gardening soil, which we'll have to go purchase some more soil and add more soil. So stay tuned to see the progress of the tree and how it does. And we have to water it. So we are definitely watering this plant, and very important to water the plant. It definitely needs a lot of water. Oh my goodness. So we put the tree in the hole, but we never paid attention to which way it's facing, which way the branches are facing. And we were like, there is no way we are going to pull this tree back out of the hole and then put it back in. No. So here we are working so hard trying to figure out how to turn this tree and position it the right way.
Come here. Come where you are.
There you go. Now we have the let me talk here. Hey everyone, so this is the LOQUAT tree, as you can see right here, and we're so happy that we planted it. We now wait to actually enjoy the fruits, which will probably be next year, because I don't think it's going to have any fruits this year. We might. We just might. Okay, now we just have to loosen up the roots really tightly compacted in there. You need a little more water in there to loosen that up.
Actually, when there's no water, it's going to be loosening up. Where there was no water, it's loosening.
It's loosening up.
Yeah, but that's why it's dry. It's coming. You see?
But don't do the top. I mean the. Ugh. Water for like 2 days.
Where?
On the tree. It's like so dry. Even the inside of it is so dry.
Yeah, I saw that.
Magic stuff at you. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done, and welcome to this channel if you are new here. This is all about gardening in your backyard, in pots, just being able to share my experience, my gardening experience with you guys. So thank you once again, and stay tuned for the next video, and please like, comment, and happy gardening.